Okay, this is UK 4. I was on a camping trip, so I couldn't live action, record my game, stream it. Not stream it, but record it. So I took a picture of it, and now I'm just going to kind of talk you through what I was thinking at the time, although it's kind of difficult to remember. But here we go. So I stacked Kazakh. That was important. I remember doing that. And that provided a multinational defense, and he couldn't gain that territory. I went for Northwestern and Baltic because that was what was available. I was fine with putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus his 5 German fighters, and he only has 2 Japanese fighters in range. My moves: aircraft carrier fighter, because I'm going to show you what he could do. He had a Japanese bomber that could hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, land back in Africa with that tank blitz. So I was cautious about doing that. I left a cruiser here because that's going to help me when I move my aircraft carrier and U.S. destroyer here. I dropped off 2 infantry to help aid in Africa because he's making like an Africa push. So I want to kind of react to that and provide as much of an equal opposition reaction to what he's doing. It's a little physics experiment, equal and opposite reaction to what he's doing in Africa. All right, so then this is part 1. I think I have to stop it to show you part 2. Let's see. All right, here's part 2. So the aircraft carrier and fighter are here. Remember that bomber can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he could kill these 3 transports if I didn't have my carrier and fighter there. Destroyer drop, and then I went for Australia. So I said he was going to move to Australia. I hit it with the bomber, retreated, and I was able to preserve 3 infantry and a bomber here. That's usually his go-to move down here and then expand. And I like this move from an axis perspective. You move to 36, now you open up your options. So you can go to Africa or you can go to Australia. So that's an effective thing that I've noted that Jonny does. So, and then I think that's pretty much it from there. So, all right, Japan. He went for Africa. He stacked here with 4 infantry and a fighter. His bomber and air moved to France. So as U.S., I saw some different options. I could sack a transport and go for Italy. I can actually hit this small stack in Bulgaria, right? Is that Bulgaria? And I could bring infantry, artillery, fighter, so 3 fighters, infantry, artillery, so 5, attacking 4, plus battleship and cruiser, which count as another hit, so 6v4. Seems pretty sweet. These fighters need to go help and land in Africa and reinforce my troops moving up, since he's going to stack and push. I have to be careful. Season 10, always mark this. If he puts a bomber in France, now things become a little bit more tougher logistically. So I think I'll move some transports down to season 11 and then shuttle like a big stack to 13, since that's pretty tough. All right, so I was debating on doing a Jan style can opener, but the payoff wouldn't have been good here. So I'm attack here with an infantry, U.S. infantry, 2 tanks and a Russian fighter hit these 2 infantry. They kill this. They don't. That sucks. And then this fighter goes and takes out this transport. That'd be really worth it if there were more than 1 transport. But and it would be nice if I had a bomber, because I can go 1, 2, 3, come right back here. I think I need these tanks, though, these Russian tanks, for the Caucasus and in and around this area. So I'm still going to grab some income. These fighters designated to Africa. I could preserve this infantry and hold on to it, which wouldn't be bad, or push it and just grab one IPC. So I'm going to push and grab 1 IPC. All right, here are my moves for US4. I decided to hit, do a 7. Actually, 7. Oh, okay. I must have missed something. Yeah, 3 fighters. 3 fighters, ground, 5. 2 bombardment. Yeah, 7 versus 4. So it looks extra nice. Grab the IPC. Why not? Debatable on that if that's a good thing, but it's a small, little, teeny tiny debate. So, whatever. Fighters will go here. The aircraft destroyer will go to 13 as by my map note. This needs to clear out. I can't have anything in C zone 10. Bomber can hit. After US 4 and after Russia 5, I believe I'm all caught up. And then I think I'm live after that on UK 5. If not, it's US 5. I just had a couple days camping, so doing these still photos, and I'll go back to live game. And here's what the non-com looks like. I was able to sack a transport to grab Italy for more income. Cleared out Bulgaria with only losing infantry artillery, so that's really a nice trade there. And he can't hit me with that stack. My ships are lined up nicely. Got 5. I might just do a huge truck through the med. Just boom, big stacks through the med. And then if I can't get anything, I'll just extend further and trade out these territories. And then with UK, I can start a stack up north. And I can buy maybe a ship. I hate to buy more ships. I got so many freaking ships. But I could buy a destroyer or something and make him have to invest to go after it. And just start stacking with UK in this game. Since he's did it. Did he do it? No, he didn't do a tanked rush. That's the other game we're playing. Yep, see those 2 tanks could hit here. UK fighter hit the transport land where Russia killed it. Here. If there's a factory, I might consider doing that. If there's a factory, but he didn't buy a factory. All right, Russia 5. The buy was infantry artillery. I think it was 6 and 2. And this is, I think, after all my turns. So I was able to take out West Russia and expand a little bit. I'm saving this territory, Nova, right? Nova for UK to trade. And then 13, 17, 18, 18 versus 15, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 19. Nope. He's not going for that. And so that's held up. Oh, interesting note. So this is the end of Russia 5. I should have a war report, but I think I'm losing by 28 attack power. Earlier on, I said, and I made a small mistake here by buying 2 artillery. I don't know why. I meant to buy infantry artillery, but whatever. I was talking to Jonny on Discord. He saw that I was recording the game, and his thoughts were, he said, I'm a bit surprised that you said allies were favored. And he says, I think the Axis is actually favored. So kind of a cool game, because I think the allies are a little favored. He thinks Axis are a little favored. So we probably got a 50-50 game on our hands. And I'm by no means an expert on judging games completely. Even though I'm a good player, I still I'm not perfect at that, or not really. I'm not top tier at judging games. So it very well could be, slightly Axis favored. But I think it's more 50-50 along the lines. And maybe I view it from, if I had to play Axis as him, I'm nowhere near as good as an Axis player as he is. So I might see the game skewed from my own perspective. So according to him, everything is like right on track for how he normally plays Japan, minus the setback in West Russia, which is pretty impressive. I know I couldn't recover that well. So he's doing really well as Axis, and that's why he's number 1. But, a couple seasons ago, I was number 1 ally, so I think I can, make it a very competitive game and make it come down to the wire. So, win or lose, at least I'll show you guys some insight on how I think. And, you always learn stuff from losing games as well. So I haven't posted losing on here. So that'd be a good ego check if that happens, which, very well could. So we'll see how this goes in the next game. Next time I'm filming, it will be live action.